You want me to put that on my todger?
Harry's wife. Everybody's shunning them. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Harry and Harry's wife are being treated like they've got the plague. Unclean! Unclean! Yell people, and then run away from them. Well, perhaps it's not quite like that, but the effect is ultimately the same, that people are avoiding them. But it gets even worse, because not only are they avoiding them, which of course wounds Harry's wife, starving her of fuel and signalling to her that she's not important, thus necessitating an immediate response from her narcissism, but the reason that they're avoiding them is linked to currying favour with the one that got away and the nemesis. Yes, a double whammy of dissatisfaction for Harry's wife. According to Isabel Vincent of the New York Post, Hollywood royalty avoiding Harry and Harry's wife to stay in William and Kate's good graces. Snitches don't make friends in Tinseltown, as Prince Harry and Harry's wife are finding out. Celebrities, including their high-profile neighbours Steven Spielberg, Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Rob Lowe, are staying away from the exiled royals in fear that they will spill their secrets and alienate them from Prince William and Kate Middleton. The Monty Shit Show-based couple were not even invited to Oprah Winfrey's birthday party this year, despite her bombshell interview with the Sussexes in March 2021. Everyone's got a movie to sell. At the Broadway play, they want to debut on screen in London, or London's West End. And they know that Prince William and Kate, who are the biggest celebrity gets over there, won't show if they think someone is friends with Harry and Harry's wife. The outlet's senior story producer, Paula Froelich, who had a particularly deep voice, told News Nation Now's host, Nicole Burley, "My sources tell me it's all about the money," she added. "And the big power players in Hollywood aren't jeopardizing their business for Harry and Harry's wife." Accordingly, pausing there. The fact is, people are looking out for themselves, as you'd expect, and they recognize two things. That if you are involved with Harry and Harry's wife, the stink's going to get you. You're going to catch the plague. Basically, you become infected with their unpopularity. And also, it's likely to cause you to be viewed badly by Prince William and Princess Catherine, with the consequence that people are thinking, well, I want to stay in their good books because they're pretty big on that side of the pond, and therefore we don't want to put their noses out. So these two grasping grifters we're not going to bother with. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who broke away from the royal family in 2020, were also snubbed by the White House when they were denied a flight on Air Force One when they tried to hitch a ride back to the United States after Queen Elizabeth's state funeral in September. The White House reportedly was worried that escorting the estranged royals with President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden would cause a commotion and strain relations with Britain. Hollywood celebrities are also worried about the couple spilling their secrets, Froelich said. "What if they dish on what's in the refrigerator as well?" she said. And of course, with Harry's wife, she has no sense of discretion. With a lack of boundary recognition, she overshares information, breaches confidence. She uses that information for her own purposes without any due consideration, because she has no emotional empathy for the impact that it will have upon somebody. In his best-selling memoir, Spare, Harry wrote that while attending a party at Courtney Cox's home in Los Angeles, an unnamed actor allegedly showed him a box of Black Diamond mushroom chocolates in Cox's refrigerator. "Oh, my mate and I grabbed several, gobbled them, washed them down with tequila," he wrote before describing his hallucinations. So Harry behaving like a twat also, and also undoubtedly encouraged by his wife to share this supposedly humorous anecdote. Cox denied that she provided the mushrooms, with the friend's alum telling Variety, "I definitely wasn't passing them out." Despite being the fastest-selling non-fiction book of all time, Spare has become the most discarded book of the summer, according to travel company On the Beach. Over 100 copies of the controversial tell-all have been ditched in hotel rooms, garbage cans, and by pools in resorts across Europe. See Parts Passim. Accordingly, Harry and Harry's wife are persona non grata. They're viewed as tainted, and people are avoiding them. They don't want to be contacted by them. They don't want to be seen with them. People are distancing themselves from them. And the problem with that is that it increases the downward spiral. The more people that don't want anything to do with you, the fewer that other people will want to have anything to do with you because it makes them look bad. And in the superficial world of Hollywood, reputation is everything. And of course, there's going to be a much larger number of narcissists in that grouping, which means that where they sense potential unpopularity, which of course is a threat to control, they're not going to take that step by hanging around the Sussexes. They've got no loyalty to them. They feel no obligation towards them. Instead, they will protect themselves. Below the line, what are the observations that are coming out there? What do people think about this development of people essentially shunning them? Do they think that it's unfair? Do they think that it's fair game that this is happening? Well, Lucia explained Harry and Harry's wife had one thing to give them clout in Hollywood, the royal connection. There are a lot of rich people in Hollywood, a ton of minor actresses, but access to royalty is rare. Once they made a big deal of disassociating themselves from the royals, all they had left to sell was gossip. New Day states, I really don't think William and Kate are concerned about who associates with Harry and Harry's wife. Celebs, entertainers and politicos are wise, however, to watch their backs around Harry and Harry's wife. Flora Bell, Harry and Harry's wife are indiscreet and tell secrets in an industry that demands both. Besides that, many in Hollywood do business in England using their production studios and own homes. Prince William is also the president of BAFTA. Tell me which couple would be more beneficial to befriend. Michael Penny, they mistook their fame for popularity, not the same. Guess they will sort their lot in life. Think it's going to be a bit less than they thought. But they should move to Wyoming. Taxes are cheaper. US Air Force retired says, what did Wyoming ever do to you? I guarantee you those folks aren't going to be that welcoming. Maybe Jackson Hole, but that's barely part of Wyoming anymore. I was thinking further away, like Bermuda or Africa. HL states, Hollywood royalty keep away from tacky Harry and Harry's wife because they don't want the association with laughing stocks. They have shown themselves to be constant liars, talentless, bullies, lazy and difficult to work with, not to mention untrustworthy. Red Fox Jr., Harry's wife will be ditching Harry within the next year anyway. She's used him as far as it seems his rep could carry her, but her quest to continually be a victim needs new fuel. So they'll be issuing some kind of statement about moving on to the next chapter of their lives. Only the truth. Sure, the money is part of it, but no one wants gossipers around or people who've shown themselves untrustworthy. Thus, the people see the same problem as the A-listers, and Hollywood's elite doesn't want anything to do with them. This will cause Harry's wife huge anguish because she regards them as her people. And as she's been laughed at before, trying to make meetups with them, people just regard them as grasping grifters, nobodies, and that nobody wants to be around them. They will continue to be shunned, and there is no redemption in sight. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.